Greetings, seeker of wisdom and inner peace. Welcome to this special guided meditation. For the next several minutes, we will embark upon a journey of self-discovery and liberation. Let's begin by preparing the mind, body, and spirit. As you settle in, take just a moment to make any final adjustments for comfort. Take the time you need. When you're ready, close your eyes ever so gently. Breathe in deep and slow through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3. And exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3. Continue breathing at a measured pace, allowing the air to flow through your nose and then escape. Release any tension or tightness you may be carrying anywhere in your body. That's it. Let yourself settle into this sacred space we've created here together. Just you, your breath, and my voice guiding you homeward to the most authentic version of yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Till finally, we come to the topic of today's guided meditation. Fair warning, friends. This session will be especially long, as you will likely agree is all too fitting to accommodate the demands of this particular topic. Yes, friends, we are here to address the behemoth in the rearview mirror, that throbbing leviathan of frustration known as traffic. Yes, traffic. That endless chorus of screeching brakes disguised as a concerto, punctuated by the guttural coughs of engines struggling to expel their indignation, one sputtering hiccup at a time. That undulating serpent of steel and tinted glass, moving with all the urgency of a disgruntled centipede across cracked pavement, under an indifferent sky. This, dear friend, is our terrain for today, and we will adjust accordingly, even if it means temporarily sacrificing the serenity we have worked so hard to achieve at this point in our meditation. Don't worry. We shall return in time. But for now, though, settle into your chosen chariot of compressed solitude this gilded cage humming with lukewarm AC and a questionable choice of air freshener. Maybe prop your forehead against the cool expanse of your steering wheel. Yes, that one. Still slick with the phantom sheen of yesterday's sweat and tears. Imagine that rogue granola bar crumb wedged behind your passenger seat and contemplate its journey. A testament to the fleeting nature of sustenance in this landlocked purgatory, where even chips turn stale faster than an unrequited Tinder match's interest. If you're blessed with a companion, politely ignore their ceaseless tapping on the dashboard. Even as this toddler-like passive aggression morphs into something not all that dissimilar from the maddening drone of a cicada trapped in an aluminum can. Ah, yes. Feel all of the sensations. A grand orchestra conducted by a maestro perpetually stuck in second gear. Hear the horns, sending faulty shivers up your spine to vibrate the loose molar fillings you should have seen about 5 dentists ago. Recognize the guttural rumble from a minivan crammed tighter than a clown car. Take in the mournful baritone of some dad desperately trying to convince himself he hasn't lost his mind, or at least not entirely. And there, the staccato shriek of the Prius driver, attempting to weave through everything, like she's auditioning for a particularly aggressive game of digital Tetris, after convincing herself there's an invisible lane opening up somewhere between the blue BMW and Ford Explorer. And yes, the latter is indeed sporting a bumper sticker proclaiming, "Coexist," above a meticulously illustrated depiction of a semi-automatic rifle. It's all happening. The freeze-frame ballet macabre of thwarted progress. The creeping realization that even if you could somehow materialize a dozen espresso shots intravenously into your temporal lobes right this second, the only movement you'd actually witness would be the agonizing inchworm creep of your own rear bumper over an invisible line drawn in charcoal on the blacktop. Welcome to the exquisite agony of being human in the era where rush hour is a euphemism for a permanent state of suspended animation, punctuated by periodic bursts of homicidal rage. Check your pulse as it beats in perfect sync with the low-grade whine of a 2003 Honda Civic sputtering its way through life. Now, old. Slam the metaphorical brakes before you succumb to the primal urge to fling open that blessedly cracked window and unleash the full fury of your inner banshee onto the world. Instead, let's attempt something far more challenging. Perhaps a semblance of Zen amidst this vehicular purgatory. Because here's the cosmic joke. The universe, That grand playwright with an overactive bladder for supernovae and a penchant for bad puns, has gifted us these metal coffins on wheels. Oh, sure. We crawl into them like beetles burrowing into meticulously constructed tunnels of recycled plastic. And then we pay money to sit in said beetle burrows while hurtling at precisely 2.8 miles per hour past someone who's doing the exact same thing. Can't there be something more? A tiny flicker of hope somewhere between the Mardi Gras beads dangling from the rearview mirror and that crumpled receipt for a gas station burrito. You hear whispers of something called efficiency. About saving time. About some mythical land where deadlines don't exist outside the realm of those terrifyingly organized people with matching notebooks and color-coded folders. You know the ones. Those who never seem to be stuck behind anything but parade floats and refrigerated trucks handing out free ice cream in the middle of summer. Let's dissect this hope. In reality, most calls for efficiency rang with the same hollow voice that convinced us paying $20 for avocado toast was somehow enriching our soul, instead of just contributing to the global depletion of actual avocados and a mild sense of indigestion. This isn't efficiency, my friend. Oh no. This is a slow-motion mind experiment, conducted on a daily basis with enough coffee fumes and passive aggression to power a small colony on Mars. Oh look, there's someone in a Tesla. Talk about timing. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. We are not meant for this. We were born with a primal fear of being trapped in a box, while another box inches ahead, at the pace of a slug wearing steel-toed boots after a 4-day bender. Our ancestors ran from saber-toothed tigers, not honking station wagons reeking faintly of Jim Beam and forgotten French fries. In our current condition, let's not wrestle with that steering wheel like it's going to spontaneously combust and turn into a sentient being demanding you confess your deepest regrets before swallowing the driver's side seat whole. No, let's do something truly radical. Let's surrender. Surrender to the ridiculousness of it all. Surrender to the fact that if this entire mess was designed by the aforementioned celestial prankster, we should applaud him for doing such a damn good job. Yes, treat that sticky patch of spilled iced tea on your seat like a love letter from a past self who made questionable beverage choices. Treasure the faint tremor in that chrome monstrosity you call a bumper, vibrating with the suppressed panic of the poor schmuck behind you, who's convinced himself he's 2 seconds away from a viral moment on social media. This isn't your fault. It's not anyone's fault, really. It's just this glorious morass of poor choices and misguided ambition, guarded along by the lingering thought that if we all collectively squint hard enough at the blinking yellow light for a full 15 minutes, it will morph into some kind of celestial green thumbs up. Perhaps signal our ascension to a higher plane of existence where cars simply teleport from point A to B, while serenading us with Gregorian chants and dispensing complimentary almond lattes. The universe, bless its chaotic little heart, works on a schedule far less accommodating than our meticulously color-coded spreadsheets and social media captions would have us believe. Accepting this, let's find a new kind of beauty. The surrealist kind that makes data artists blush in envy. Focus on the frayed edge of that plastic sun visor in the back window of the car ahead of you. Allow its drooping, saggy geometry to soothe you with the gentle assurance that even things meant to shield us from light eventually succumb to the inexorable tyranny of gravity and existential ennui. Breathe deeply into that faintly ozone-tinged scent clinging to your car's interior. The unholy love child of burnt rubber and a ghost pepper rest stop spray that someone swore would make the ride smell like a tropical vacation. I'd remind you that even the most aggressively manufactured attempts at pleasantness can't quite mask the underlying aroma of our collective human frailty. Listen to the mechanical groans emanating from every direction. Like a clockwork heart failing to keep pace with the slow waltz of metallic revelry. It's a metronome counting down. Not just the minutes until you escape this asphalt dungeon, but also the dwindling seconds on a cosmic timer. Reminding us all that none of this really matters. None of it. At all. Not that project deadline you swore would break your spirit like testicles under a toddler's boots. Not those $40 you spent on gas. It's all just drifting. Reminiscent of tumbleweeds caught in a sluggish breeze on an abandoned highway after a rogue flock of pigeons mistook your bumper for a giant saltine cracker. Let yourself drift with it. Become one with the car engine, as if you were a tinnitus-afflicted monk, achieving enlightenment through the hum of a busted right speaker. Feel the rhythmic thud of your own pulse echoing the bass line from some top 40 earworm you thought you'd never hear again in this lifetime. Embrace it as your mantra, whispered by 1,000 phantom drummers dropped forever in expired Spotify playlists. Thud, thud, thud. Is just what it is. Thud, thud, thud. We are all just dust dancing in an invisible solar wind. The universe cares not about your GPS estimated arrival time. Inhale. Let the fumes mingle with that phantom daydream you thought was going to involve winning an Olympic medal for synchronized swimming. But somehow, ended with you being the sole proprietor of a very depressing pickle factory in rural Nebraska. Exhale. And just for once, instead of clenching that steering wheel, let your fingers go slack. Right there. Rest those tired digits on the rim. Boneless as a pair of water wings surrendering to the tide of cosmic indifference. This is freedom. No. This is something wilder, stranger, dare I say it. This is honesty. This is saying, I'm fine. Having that actually be okay. Being fine with a stop and go of firestones and chipped paint, flecked with enough road grit to make a diamond jealous. Fine with the phantom smells of regret and burnt sugar clinging to the air, like incense wafting from the temple of misplaced hope and forgotten lane changes. And within that fine, that glorious, slightly too loudly accented fine, might just bloom something unexpected. Not quite serenity, mind you. Serenity is for those who haven't yet encountered the unholy trinity of a flat tire on the right shoulder of a multi-lane highway at 3:17 p.m. on a Tuesday, when your lunch is lukewarm tuna salad and frustration has taken up residence behind your left ear. No, this is something more akin to amused detachment. A shrug disguised as brake lights bleeding into each other as if they were spilled cranberry juice on a beige shag carpet. This is finding that sliver of darkly comic joy in knowing we're all just fleshy sacks of anxieties hurtling through a manufactured reality at precisely 12 miles per hour. All while trying to convince ourselves that this is somehow progress. Our nirvana comes not from pseudo-yogi messaging cultivated over 10,000 hours of silent meditation under fluorescent lights at Planet Fitness. No. This is a peace born from the scorched earth of shared absurdity. A truce negotiated with a rusty bumper sticker reading, "Honk if you love Jesus." This is bliss achieved by simply recognizing we are all in the same swirling river of late capitalism, and that somewhere, somehow ahead, lies a parking spot free from both pigeon droppings and hastily scrawled post-it notes stuck to windows, demanding we park like we give a damn. Feel it. The collective sigh of relief rising through smog from 1,000 deflated dreams. See it. You and others like you, getting home before dinner so you can watch another 20 minutes of reality TV, all while eating those frozen pizza bites you promised weren't going to be your entire culinary landscape for the next decade. Know it if you can. That weight settling into your gut, not with fury, not with resignation. You are here, and so are they. Let's all just collectively nod at each other through our tinted glass prisons, acknowledging a sliver of comfort in one simple belief. If you look hard enough, even the most soul-crushing traffic jam can feel a little bit like a surrealist art installation. You're not quite sure what it means, but at least your toddler has a chance to become a millionaire if you invest in a big enough box of crayons. Now, one last time with me, dear spirit. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. May you go forth in the love and the light. Until next time, peace be with you.